Now on CoastTV News.
OC Safety Sweep, unveiling Ocean City's crime trends, how the police are battling to keep your community safe. Eagle Eye Project, experience wildlife from your living room. The Delaware Botanic Gardens fundraiser aims to share the majesty of eagles with the world. Hunger Heroes Unite, join the fight against child hunger with the Food Bank of Delaware, a glimpse into how volunteers are filling plates and hearts.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
How safe is Ocean City? What the numbers say and how people feel. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a look at crime in Ocean City.
Some of the key numbers to look at evaluate safety. They improved compared to the previous year, but some didn't. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe was out in the community today asking locals how safe they feel in Ocean City.
Tamara Burns works in Ocean City, and she gives the town a pretty good grade when it comes to safety, even as she sees room for improvement.
I feel 70% safe. I would like to feel more safe.
The Ocean City Police Department just released their 2023 annual report. It breaks down all the crime committed in OC over the last year. When you compare the numbers to 2022, there was a mixed bag of results. Special enforcement and narcotics arrests are down by 15, but major crimes are up by 6. Bike theft is also on the rise. In the report, police said, quote, during June, the Special Enforcement Unit conducted an investigation into a bicycle theft scheme that lasted for a month. More than 30 bicycles were reported stolen. That investigation led to a pair of arrests, and the OCPD also managed to recover some of the stolen bikes from the home of the 2 suspects. After talking to a handful of people in Ocean City that didn't want to appear on camera, just about all of them said that Ocean City feels safe to them. As you heard earlier, Tamara Burns says she feels safe about 70% of the time, but she does think police could take a little more initiative when patrolling Ocean City.
I was walking home from Montego Bay and I didn't feel necessarily safe, and I saw a police officer along the side of the road, and I do wish that he had stopped and asked if I was okay.
That's the small kind of change that some community members say would make a big difference in the perception of safety in Ocean City. We also spoke with a lot of locals who say they just like to see more police in general. For Coast TV News, I'm Kevin Zappe.
And it's not just data. The report listed a number of police initiatives. Let me walk you through this. According to the report, Ocean City Police do security checks at people's homes and run a bicycle registration program, the goal being fighting against theft. Police offer free classes to learn about what they do. The department also runs a program to prevent trespassing, and they're working to help the homeless in Ocean City, along with training officers to spot drunk or high drivers.
This brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know what's your top priority for tackling crime in Ocean City. Let's take a look at the updated results from earlier this evening.
It had said majority was increased policing, and that stayed about the same, gone down 2%, but still wide majority say they just want to see more officers.
Yeah, just more humans out there patrolling. Now, if you haven't voted yet, easy to do. Go to coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app. New in Sussex County, leaders renewed a contract with Delaware State Police to act as the county's police force. At a recent county council meeting, the council agreed to work with the state for at least 3 more years. Consider this, Sussex County doesn't actually have a county police force like Newcastle does. Sussex County has done this since the 1990s. According to county officials, they'll pay over $4 million this year so that there are enough officers around. They also plan to add more officers over the next 3 years.
Big plans are being proposed for this land that sits off Routes 1 and 16 in Milton. The property is across Route 1 from the Rookery Golf Course. It's heading south. Sussex County Council approved a request from the group Ocean One Holdings, LLC, to change the zoning of the property at that corner. Some neighbors had worried this would cause more traffic, but according to Council, the new zoning allows for various types of businesses that fit well with the area, especially since an overpass is being built there right now.
An update to a tragic accident that happened Tuesday morning in Lewis. Delaware State Police have identified 58-year-old Lisa Norton of Lewis as the woman who died. Follow me on this. According to the police, Norton was biking on Route 24 when she crossed in front of a truck. Troopers say that caused the truck driver to crash into her. She died on the scene. Now, the 60-year-old truck driver from Salisbury was not hurt.
Moving over to the coast in Rehoboth Beach, what's called uninhabitable basements. They're apparently becoming a growing problem in the city. On Monday, commissioners raised concerns about the trend of converting basements into living spaces without the right safety measures. Now, they say these spaces are often below the 6-foot 6-inch ceiling height requirement. During the meeting, Building Inspector Cody Shinko highlighted that about 2/3 of the new homes built every year in Rehoboth have these unfinished basements. The city made recommendations that include clearer definitions for basements and crawl spaces. No decisions were made, but further discussion and a draft ordinance are anticipated.
Moving to Lewis this Friday, the city leaders are meeting to map out how the town is going to spend its money next year. At 9 a.m., City Hall, the mayor and city council are going to talk about the city's budget for 2025. They'll look at what's changed since their last meeting, explore new ways to make money, and decide how to spend that money. The current proposed budget plan, it focuses on city safety, activities for children, and improving public spaces like nature trails.
Happening now on the coast, the Mulberry Landing boat ramp within the Asselmoon Wildlife Area near Bethany, it's closed for construction. Denrec says the project aims to pave and make the parking lot bigger. During construction, the agency says the wildlife area will be open with alternative boat launches available at Holt's Landing State Park, Indian River Marina, and Rosedale boat ramp. That construction should be done around April 14th.
We got a lot of rain today in Sussex County. You just might have noticed some of it. Here you can see what things looked like in Georgetown this morning. You can see a little bit of the puddling on the roads there and on the street. And now we're going to switch to what the weather is looking like at this moment right now with our live weather cam in West Ocean City. Our first alert chief meteorologist Paul Williams is going to join us. Paul, when might any of this rain clear up?
We're getting a little bit of a clearing right now, a brief reprieve from the scattered showers, but another round is likely to hit us right around 7:30, 8 o'clock for tonight. Our Bay Health camera showing you just how misty and the overabundance of moisture that's in the atmosphere right now, and it's causing that fog. Now remember, fog technically is a cloud on the ground, so lots of low-level moisture, just in case you were wondering that. In Milford, we are expecting for the forecast to stay in the upper 40s to low 50s with scattered showers still pushing through the area. Here are some of the early numbers. We have more detailed analysis coming up in a moment. Over 1.5 inches for us in Georgetown, as well as Salisbury and in Ocean City, closing in on 1 3/4 of an inch of rain in Salisbury and Ocean City. Here's where the rain is right now. We have a brief break that's happening currently in Sussex, but we have more rain coming in, creeping in from the south. And now it looks like we have a newly issued dense fog advisory off of the coast. We're going to elaborate on that coming up in a few moments with your full forecast. But until then, back to you.
Paul, thank you so much. Now, we've talked a lot about development in the area, right? Well, we're going to take you to some information from an environmental group, the Sussex Preservation Coalition. They're having a meeting actually on March 12th, and here's the details on that. The group is dedicated to protecting the environment and open space. It's going to focus on DelDOT's lessons from the 5 Points and Coastal Corridor studies and plans for Route 9 improvements. Now, that's all happening March 12th, as I mentioned, from 7 to 8:30 at the Lewis Library.
Delaware is taking a stand against forever chemicals, also known as PFAS, that are found in everyday items and don't break down in nature. The state's health and environmental teams, they're working together to make sure people's drinking water is safe from the chemicals. According to DENREC, these chemicals pose a significant threat to public health and the environment. The agency says teams are now testing water all over the state.
Are you looking to improve the environment in your community? Well, the Center for the Inland Bays, they're inviting individuals to join volunteer training sessions. The center will train volunteers on shoreline ecosystems or forest conservation. These trainings are available both in person and online. The next training date is March 20th at the center's headquarters at 6 p.m.
Delaware Electric Co-op says scammers are attempting to get information from its power customers. The co-op says the scammers claim to offer members a 30% discount on their electric bill if they give up their debit card information. Now, if you think you've been scammed or have questions, contact the co-op directly. We just learned earlier this week that imposter scams like these, it's the #1 type of fraud used in Delaware right now.
Today, dozens of volunteers at the Milford Food Bank helped pack bags of food for students who don't have enough to eat. It's part of the food bank's backpack program. About half of the volunteers were students from Caesar Rodney's Strive program. The clear baggies were packed with non-perishable, kid-friendly foods that will go to those students in need, both in Kent and Sussex counties. Bill Shoup has volunteered for 3 years with the bank and sees this need firsthand.
I've been in education for 30 years and 20 years at the college, and I always believe in giving back to the community. So when I saw this, I've been here 3 years, when I saw this I thought, oh, that's a good thing. And I came here and I really enjoy this.
Today, volunteers like Shoup helped fill about 1,000 bags of food. In your traffic news, paving is going to happen on some roads in Laurel. DelDOT says it's going to require a lot of closures, so stay with me here. Work will start on Central Avenue from Market Street to Poplar Street and Georgetown Road. 4 more streets are slated for this project. Crews will begin work March 18th. That's going to last through August 18th.
A major construction project is kicking off in Salisbury. The work is going to take place in the intersection of Route 12 and Robinson Avenue, promising safer roads, smoother traffic. The Maryland Department of Transportation State Highway Administration has announced over $3 million in the initiative set to improve the area by the end of the year. The department says those improvements include a new left turn lane on northbound Route 12 that's dedicated, turn lanes on Robbins Avenue, a traffic signal, and more.
In Seaford, the city is planning for its annual hydrant flushing. That's going to start on Monday on the west side of the city, working its way east. The city says it should take between 4 to 6 weeks to complete, and it's really important here to check your water quality after the flushing before washing any clothes, running the dishwasher, or anything other sensitive use of your water during that entire flushing period. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Right now it looks gray out, it looks misty. What emergency officials want you to know for future months when gross weather days like this one could become dangerous.
Indeed. And by the way, we have a newly issued dense fog marine advisory that's going to stay in effect until 10 o'clock for tonight. So we're going to stay drizzly. We'll talk about this and how long this rain system is going to stick around.
But first, the Delaware Botanic Gardens raising money for an eagle camera. We have that story in just 60 seconds.
Ashley's biggest event of the year is happening March 8th through the 10th. Shop Doorbusters starting at $2.99, an exclusive delivery offer, and more. Only at Ashley in tax-free Delmar in Millsboro, Delaware. Shop more deals in store.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house and each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Ashley's biggest event of the year is happening March 8th through the 10th. Shop Doorbusters starting at $2.99, an exclusive delivery offer, and more. Only at Ashley in tax-free Delmar in Millsboro, Delaware. Shop more deals in store.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
The Delaware Botanic Gardens wants more eyes on its property in Dagsboro, specifically on an eagle cam.
Our meteorologist Alex Seymour went out to the Botanic Gardens to learn why this effort is so important and how you can help.
Through the branches of pine trees, an eagle takes flight from its perch high above the Delaware Botanic Gardens. This eagle is one of a pair that has made the Delaware Botanic Gardens home over the last few years. Now the Botanic Gardens is hoping to learn a little more about their resident eagles by placing a camera to view the activity inside the nest as the mature pair of eagles raise their young.
We really want to know a little bit better about how they're making out up in the nest there, which is where the idea for the Eagle camera came along.
The Delaware Botanic Gardens is restricted to a 3-month period from August through October when they can place the camera on the nest, since that's the time when they can ensure the eagles will not be disturbed. In the meantime, while the eagles still sit high in the trees above the Botanic Gardens, money will be getting raised to install the priceless camera, which will eventually be live streamed for all to see, just like the cameras at Blackwater National Wildlife Refuge in Cambridge.
But we already have a couple of donors interested, plus with the Do More 24 on Friday, Thursday into Friday, we're really hoping to raise some community interest and get people coming out to the garden to see the bald eagles soaring over the meadow for themselves, but also to support this worthwhile cause.
If you're an eagle and nature lover like myself and you don't exactly want to wait for those eagle cams or trail cams to come online, be sure to come out to the Delaware Botanic Gardens, which opens up for the season on March 14th, and explore its 1,000 feet of shoreline here along the Pepper Creek. I'm meteorologist Alex Seymour at the Delaware Botanic Gardens, Coast TV News.
Scattered showers are sticking around to the point of causing some localized flooding on a few roads. We'll talk more about that and the newly issued fog advisory in a moment.
Don't miss the warehouse clearance sale at Johnny Janasic with up to 70% off store-wide, plus 0% APR financing for 4 years. Shop the in-store warehouse clearance sale going on now at Johnny Janasic.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Wheelers opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Wheelers, where people matter.
What? You're still waiting for a roofing and siding quote? You should have called Bill.
All Exteriors will give you a quote on the spot. We have same-day and Saturday appointments available to do a thorough inspection and show you design options. Then we explain everything our quote includes, line by line.
Now through Easter, get half off installation or choose free financing until 2026. So hop to it. Call All Exteriors for a free inspection. Where are you going?
Customer needs a quote.
You couldn't wait 1 second to finish the commercial?
When you play the Maryland Lottery, please play responsibly. That means remember to spend within your limits, never borrow money to play, and know your odds of winning. To get more tips, scan the QR code or visit mdlottery.com/playresponsibly. Must be 18 years or older to play.
All new Drew. My gal pal, Millie Bobby Brown.
Drew cuddles up to talk Millie's new movie.
Next, Drew.
Thursday at noon on Coast TV. Don't miss the warehouse clearance sale at Johnny Janasic with up to 70% off store-wide, plus 0% APR financing for 4 years. Shop the in-store warehouse clearance sale going on now at Johnny Janasic.
Get ready for 4 days of fun in the sun at Springfest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, unique artisan products, and more. With over 200 artists and vendors, local food, and enhanced selections of beer and wine, don't miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from May 2nd through the 5th. Springfest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances, including headliners, The Olivia Show, a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, country music sensation Lauren Elena, and alternative rock band Everclear. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/Springfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Well, we knew the low-level moisture and drizzle was going to catch up with us. Now it's here in the form of some dense fog advisories, which I'm going to pass along to you in a few moments, just issued by the National Weather Service. Before we get started, one quick reminder. Remember, scan the QR code in the corner of your screen, because you can have access to our updated version of our weather app that can travel very well with you. Our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Ocean City showing you that we have that low-level moisture. You can see how it's kind of diffusing the horizon line there. That's just an example of the abundance of moisture that we have in place for right now. That low-level moisture is sticking around, period, throughout the day. Night. And then for the rest of this evening, we are going to hover in the low 50s. So the good news is it's going to feel, relatively mild because there's so much moisture in the atmosphere. Bad news is we're still going to have the low-level moisture, drizzle, all of that other stuff. The low-pressure system that's helping to steer this along directly right on top of us. In addition to that, a newly issued dense marine fog advisory. When you go marine, obviously, we're talking about over the water here, in effect until 10 o'clock tonight off of the Sussex coast, as well as from Ocean City all the way down towards, let's say, Franklin City. And then a small craft advisory watching out for 25-mile-per-hour winds from Chincoteague all the way down and around close to the Cape Charles area. All of this is really kind of straddled along with this stationary boundary that's going to bring the amount of rain of great concern, not necessarily the intensity of the storm. The more intense storms are off the water and carrying its way out towards deeper waters, but not a problem for us. Updated number on the rainfall amounts, over 2 inches of rain in Del Mar thus far. We're still tabulating, and close to 2 inches everywhere else, all the way down towards Prime Hook, where it's just over 1 3/4. Our official sites, over 1.5 inches in Georgetown. Same holds true for us in Salisbury and in Ocean City. Some additional numbers. We actually had to slide at Bethany Beach here at 1.9 because it kind of caught up with us. But we're looking at all the rest of the site. Once again, well over 1.5 inches of rain for most locations. We're in the 50s right now, with the exception of, let's say, Georgetown and Greenwood, where we're holding in at about 49 degrees. Other than that, we're pretty steady on the 50s. Now, 7:30, look for steady showers, possible for us in Broadkill Beach, Milton, and Milford. Other areas, light drizzle to light rain. Thursday morning, starting off in the 50s with the winds out of the north, so it's a cutting breeze for Thursday, even though we're going to rise into the 50s. Won't feel all that great. Friday, a little more sunshine and a little more cold. Temperatures in the 40s as a result of what we anticipate there. Now, here's a look at the wind. See, Thursday, the wind's coming out of the north. That's an uncomfortable breeze, particularly at 29 to 32 miles per hour. Now, a more comfortable breeze will kick in for us as we go into the weekend Saturday. The winds are out of the south, but look at how robust they're going to be. 41 to 39 to 37 mile per hour winds along the coast. Even though it's coming out of the south, not all that comfortable. And Monday is just going to be clear and just ugly cold Monday, because look at these winds out of the west-northwest at 40 to 43 miles per hour, and we're not even expecting much in the way of precipitation to accompany it. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. We are indeed calling for a yellow alert day on Saturday, so we're looking for another round of rain similar to what we experienced today. And please don't forget, Saturday night, we spring forward.
Thank you, Paul. Delaware is gearing up for its Severe Weather Awareness Week from March 11th to the 15th. Now, it's an important initiative backed by a coalition that includes the Delaware Emergency Management Agency and National Weather Service. The campaign is set to prepare people for the types of severe weather conditions, from thunderstorms and hail to tornadoes and flash floods. DEMA says each day will spotlight a different hazard, offering vital safety tips to ensure everyone's preparedness.
Sticking with the environment, the Delaware Land Protection Coalition wants to make sure that legislators protect open spaces. The coalition says that on March 26th at 11 a.m., you're going to have the opportunity to join them at meetings with state leaders and share stories about why those open space protections are important. Organizers say that they will arrange the meetings, provide fact sheets, and background information for the day.
Kind of a cool story here. The town of Dewey Beach is thinking about offering kayak and stand-up paddleboard storage, kind of like a parking spot for your board, right? Town officials say they think it could provide more healthy, family-friendly activities in town. They say the racks would be located on the bay side of Dewey, close to a kayak launch area. Makes sense, right? Town wants to hear your opinions on this. There's an online survey on the issue if you want to fill that out. We'll be right back.
At Spicer Brothers, we're not just about installing roofs. We're about protection, durability, and peace of mind. Our team of skilled professionals can install your last roof using the highest quality materials in as little as 1 day. And we make it easy with on-site design and digital proposal.
And right now, save $1,000 off your new roof. Plus, have peace of mind with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty. And the best part, enjoy no interest and no payments for 18 months.
Call today and schedule your free in-home consultation, because you deserve the best.
When your job feels humdrum, you can still find that fun. I take a chance, I do. Or you spend the whole day working that 5-game parlay.
I'll take Philly +2.
Yes. When taking a chance becomes a victory dance, it's so fun to do. Or you go money line, it comes through, you feel fun.
More than fun, it's true.
Life would be dull if we never took a chance. Bet Rivers. Take a chance.
The Harry Kay Foundation presents the second annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 13th in downtown Rehoboth. Enjoy delectably fabulous chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. But I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people, are professional, and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Spring cleaning is underway with Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters.
The selection is incredible.
The salespeople take the time to find what I want.
Freshen up your home and save more on new floors. Thousands of styles in the aisles for miles. Everything is in stock to take home today for less. Simply pick, pay, take it away, or we'll install it as soon as you say for free. Available, affordable, at your service. Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart Flooring Supercenters.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Screen 100 independent films from around the world during the 8th annual Ocean City Film Festival. Filmmaker John Waters is back to share stories of what it was like to make his movie Hairspray. The OC Film Festival runs through Sunday at theaters and venues throughout town.
Wasn't that the one with John Travolta?
Well, that was the new one.
The new one. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm lost. Let's take a look right now. Our Gateway Subaru camera, lots of drizzle, lots of moisture hovering. You can't, pea soup, quite literally. So we're going to be in the 50s for the rest of the night, but at least it's going to be warm. More rain is migrating in our direction. So no, we're not done with the rain just yet. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. So keep in mind that we anticipate that it's going to be really rainy.
Thank you so much, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. In case you missed it, Paul was saying it's going to rain and set your clocks back, right?
Yeah, forward.
Forward. Don't listen to me.
Clock's going forward. We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Everybody have a great night.